I wanna feel it. I need your love.
When did you know that there's no going back?
So when I started making furniture and I was trying to figure out what the name of the company was going to be called, I spent a lot of time thinking and asking the question, like, what's this supposed to be? And kind of like turning to scripture and looking for words that were pulling out of me this concept for what I wanted to do, create objects that are worthy of repair and that people want to pass them along from one generation to the next. And I kept hearing the same thing, like, I've already given you a name. And so I wrote my name out, and it was Stephen Kenn Opperman. And Ken is my grandfather's name. And I thought, that's beautiful, like knowing where you're from and yet pushing forward into the future, into a story that hasn't been finished yet. And I thought, Stephen Kenn, that's the name. And it's a big decision to do a brand that's your name because you don't want to sell it and you don't want to fail. And it became a moment when I decided there's no turning back.
Now, this might seem like an unorthodox question, but tell me a little bit about the reception to your desire to sew as a man.
It was really a tool. I really felt like it was this thing that unlocked creativity for me. So I would sit down at this sewing machine, and it was like maybe how like a woodworker would work with like a saw, or a welder would weld something up. It was a way to join materials. And so that unlocked like limitless potential. And I feel like clothing is such a part of kind of our everyday life and what we do, and we put clothes on, and it was the opportunity to make that original. And it was like in my hands, and all I had to do was hone this craft.
Now, aside from furniture, you also design other items as well. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so after designing jeans, I got into designing bags, and then I got into furniture. And after doing the furniture for a while, I still had this story that I wanted to tell about passing an object on from one generation to the next. There was a bag that was passed on from my grandfather to my father, then to me. And I just love the idea of using an object to tell a story and using an object to link to the past. That there's the opportunity for somebody to kind of use an object, let it get beat up, but never wear out, and then pass it along.
I'm wondering if we could hear a little bit about passion and love from you. What can you tell us about what you love and how it ties into your work?
When I think about passion and love and creativity, it's like a messy combination of all these things that they aren't always sweet and perfect and fairy tale-esque. They're messy and they involve people and challenges. But I feel like in the pursuit of something unknown, we're faced with opposition at every corner. And as we come to face with those things, there's successes and there's failures. And sadly, I feel like it's the failures that are the most defining things, and they cause us to grow as people. So I'm more grateful for the failures in my life than the successes, because I feel like they continually challenge me to grow as a person.
There's no going back. I know